Kia ora, I'm Bernard Hickey, and welcome to a Dawn Chorus for Thursday, March the 5th. These are the 6 things to know today at the Kaka. New Zealand actually has only 22.6 days of diesel storage, with the Strait of Hormuz still closed. Those are the numbers from MB, and contrast with the 90 days of storage that are required internationally. Now, New Zealand says it's still in compliance with the international rules because we have arrangements with other countries, so-called tickets, under which they would supply us in the event of some sort of closure. Problem, of course, it still needs to get across the world's oceans, and those countries need to agree to it in the midst of a fuel supply crisis. This is something the government has been looking at for a few years, including recommending an increase in the number of days of storage from 21 days to 28 days, 21 days being the absolute minimum. And one of the reasons we have so little storage onshore is the closure of the refinery at Marsden Point. Now, overnight, the situation in the Middle East has gotten worse. Iran tried to hit Turkey, firing missiles at them. They were shot down. And the US has sunk an Iranian warship off the coast of Sri Lanka with the cost of 80 lives of sailors. Now, elsewhere today, we had a survey done by Talbot Mills for the Wellbeing Economy Alliance of Aotearoa, showing that 66% of New Zealanders believe that let's just go to that now. Let's go to that now. 66% of New Zealanders believe our economic system is not set up to deal with our economic problems, and 68% supported taxing of billionaires. Now, elsewhere today, we've got the Roy Morgan poll that's come out for February showing the gap between the governing coalition of National Action New Zealand First has support of 48.5%. That's 1.5% ahead of Labour, Greens and Te Pāti Māori. But that gap has narrowed from 8 percentage points in January, largely because of an increase of 3 percentage points for Labour, a fall of 3.5% for National, and a rise of around 3.5 percentage points for the Greens. Now, one of the interesting things about this survey is that they break out the demographics of how old and what sex support various parties. And it shows that essentially it's a contest between young women, 62% of whom support the opposition, and older men, 67.5% of whom support the governing coalition. One to watch in future there. And here we go with the cartoon of the day, which will be in the email newsletter. I'm Bernard Hickey for the Kaka. That was the Dawn Chorus for Thursday, the 5th of March. Ka kite ana.